Welcome to you all. Thank you to our anonymous sponsor. Partner with Mr. Anonymous. There's a unique sponsorship link in the description below. To make Chassidus accessible to all, we are learning terminology to unlock Chassidus. There is a link in the description to the document of what we're learning today. Just by knowing English, you already have a deep idea of the definitions of Lashon HaKodesh, the Holy Tongue. You already know a lot of definitions. You just need to open your eyes. So we're going to do a bunch of words today, and then we're going to learn a whole, 2 lines, a section with a lesson. So the first one is pirush. Pirush, in the English word to remember it, it means to explain. I'm explaining. The English words to remember it is the word phrase or to preach. Like I'm rephrasing it, phrase, pirush, it's the same sound. Or preach, pirush, preach. Okay, the next word is, we've had this before, like aluf, means on top. Derech. Derech is like the word, Yiddish word durch, which is like the word dirk, or in the English, that's that, or the English, which means like a knife. Derech means a road, so it's like a knife that goes through. All English is through. It's really actually the same letters. Derech, through. The next word is mashal. A mashal is a metaphor. The English word, well, it's a little shuffle. It's called a simulation or a simile. A simulation or a simile is the same sounds as like mashal or muscle. The next word is hamabit. Means to look carefully. The way to remember it is mavit, to watch, witness, mabit, to witness, mavit, witness, watch. Okay, we see the connection between those letters, those words. The enei, n in English means like no, like in or n, like enei, like indecent, not decent. The next word is ma'avir, passing over. Avir, ma'avir, over. Ba'alma, lam is climate. Alma, climate. Alma means like in the climate, in the world. B'meshech, sheb'meshech, throughout, which is the massage. When you massage something through the whole thing. So meshech is like the word massage. Zman, the word zman, which means times, is sman, seminar, which means a period of study. Zman. What is time for? It's to study Torah. So that's what zman, time, is the sman, seminar, a period of time of study. The word vadai means for sure. Like in English, you have a vedding, which makes the relationship for sure. Vedding is basically putting confidence into the relationship. It's for sure. It's certain. That's what vadai means. It's certain. Yishkach. The word yishkach is very interesting, which means to forget. And if you shuffle the Hebrew, you get the word choshech, which means dark, because when you forget something, you black out. And in the dark, when it's choshech, you need to get a hunch, because you can't see things, so you have to have a hunch, which is a hush. Hush means that you have some sort of way of detecting what's going on in the choshech, in the dark, which that is a shuffle from the word yishkach, means to forget. And then lagamri it means completely, but it's like the word germinating. When something's fully germinated, then it's like it's going through the process of completion. So that's lagamri. Okay, now we are going to read the actual text, because we're learning the key to Chassidus. The text is going like this: Al derech mashal, on the way of simile, of simulation, of metaphor. So we're going to give you a metaphor now. Hamabit, if you're going to witness, mavit, witness, be'enei, with your eye, al, like aluf, on top, davar, the word, the thing, ma, on a thing. If you're going to look at something, Ve'enei, and ein in English, ein in means the opposite. You won't, mizbainen, you won't bone up, you won't think about it, you won't reflect. Klal means like to cull an animal, like it's dead. You're not going to think about it. Al davar, al, which is like aluf da hadavar on the verb. You won't think about the thing. Be'echuse, I don't have a word for echuse. Echuse means quality. When you look at something and you think about its quality, value, muhuse, what it is, you don't think about of its value. You don't think about it, what it is. B'chol chalakav, in the whole clock, like parts, chalakav, like clock on the parts. Hapnimim, the PN words, it means inside, to penetrate. On the inside, you don't penetrate into it. V'chitzainim, I don't have a word for chitzainim. Maybe it's sun, like on the outside, like you have the family, you have the parents, and then you have the son. Maybe that's like on the outside. Maybe that's a way of remembering it. But you don't think about the quality or what something is in all the clock of, in all the parts, that you penetrate it inside and the outside. Rak, you rake only. Derach, you go through. Mavir, the word over, you only go over it. Ba'alma, in a climate, you only just like, in general, you just pass over the like the climate of the thing. Meshach, that if you massage zman, a period of seminar, a period of time of study, vadai, then with certainty, yishkach, it's alav, you're going to black out on it. Legamri, germinating, like completely. You're going to completely black out on it if you don't spend time. And that's what happens when people don't use their attention to look into something deeply. They're not going to understand it deeply. So the lesson from this is that people are going to really not experience anything in depth if they're not going to stop and reflect on it. The only way to experience depth in this world is by spending time to reflect on that depth. Now explain this to a friend, share, like, and subscribe, and spread this to the world. See you in the next lesson.